when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone.
Hello, YouTubers. So today I wanted to bring you a new segment that I thought up of as I was recently watching some movies that I've watched I've watched a lot that I've loved since since I've been little. It's kind of like the idea behind this new segment is the funny little observations that maybe you never noticed about a movie that you love. And then all of a sudden, watching it for like the millionth time, all of a sudden it's something just hits you that's kind of funny. So to give you an example, today I'm talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's a movie I've loved since it was back out. I think it came out in like '88 or something like that. It's a movie I've loved since I've been a little kid. So I still own it today. I still watch it all the time today. So the other day I was watching it with my best friend Chris. And where we were over, we were hanging out. And one of the things, I never really thought of this before, but there's kind of little context clues that I have a feeling that Marvin Acme had a feeling that someone was after him. I think he knew somebody was out to get him. And the reason that it's just kind of funny how these little things hit me. I have like a theory about that now because I just kind of noticed, like, I'd never really even thought of this before watching the movie. But, first off, Eddie Valiant, he had to, he was hired by R.K. Maroon to take the pictures of Marvin Acme. So, in the pictures, he notices that Acme has his will in his pocket. So that was the first thing when I was watching it that jumped out to me is that I had never thought of before is who carries their will around with them? Wouldn't you usually have that sort of thing like, with your lawyer in a safe place or something like that? So that was kind of the first thing that made me think, maybe he knows something's up. The second part being, the fact that he wrote the will in his Acme disappearing, reappearing ink. I have a feeling like he knew that someone was out to get him, and he knew if they did get to him, that they would try to probably find and destroy the will, so there was no proof, and they could get Toontown. So he intentionally drew his will in the disappearing, reappearing ink, because he knew time-wise, he knew that if they were to find it, they would find a blank piece of paper. They wouldn't be able to find the will. And then right as it was about to be time to where it would have defaulted to whomever was buying it out, that's when he knew that the disappearing, reappearing ink would reappear, and his will would show that as they had said that that Toontown he left to the Toons. So I think he kind of knew that was a chance, and he did that on purpose. I also think it seemed like everybody kind of knew who Eddie was, Eddie Valiant. They knew about him. So you see earlier in the movie, Eddie and Acme are in the bar together, and Acme squirts him with the disappearing, reappearing ink. I kind of have a theory that he he knew who Eddie was a little bit, and so he knew that chances are, if he squirted Eddie with the ink, he knew it would disappear and reappear about the same time as the will. So he had the feeling that if nothing else, Eddie at least could put two and two together. So that's one example of just the random little things that you don't really notice about the movies you love until all of a sudden you're just sitting there one day watching it again and it just kind of hits you and you're like, hey, I wonder. So leave me comments leave me comments below if you'd like. Have you ever thought of that with Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Or did I just blow your mind? or is that something you've thought of before? Any other things that you have similar to this, or any suggestions you might want to see for me do for similar videos in the future? Okay, YouTubers, have a nice day.
Women so wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're strange. strange.